Okay, as you can see, the Kubota has been moved pretty much to where tractors just about go to die in my backyard, but it's not quite there yet. I am calling this one a hoopty. This machine is definitely the definition of a hoopty. It's in very rough condition. This machine is not worth fixing in my mind. It's either a parts machine, or if somebody just needs something to cut tall grass with and they don't care what it looks like, that's what this machine is. The engine seems to run good. The transaxle seems to work good. The deck does function and appears to be in halfway decent condition. These decks don't normally rot out. All four casings are holding air and seem to be in good condition. A few of them need a little bit more air, but they're not too bad. So this machine, like I said, is a definition of a hoopty. So what's my plan for it? My plan is to just make it more user friendly, because right now to shut it off you have to kill power to the carburetor solenoid. The ignition switch to shut it off does not work, so that needs to be fixed. The carburetor solenoid wiring needs to be fixed. The hood, there's nothing I can do about that. Ironically, I could have got a lower valance for it. A neighbor actually threw one out last year. I should have grabbed it, but I didn't need it at the time, so I didn't. I will swap out that battery with a regular lawn tractor battery. Take care of the wiring issues, mainly this white wire right here going to the carb. Down there is a cut red wire, and that is going to the carb solenoid. So I'll test that circuit, make sure it works. Originally the guy said the starter was bad on this, but these starters are just a pain in the ass to begin with. I was hoping it was the Kohler engine, which it is. You can actually put a Briggs & Stratton starter on these most times. They do have a bolt pattern for both a Kohler or a Briggs. But I believe I actually do have a Kohler starter kicking around in my Horde if I do want to replace it. But if I do replace it, I gotta add a solenoid. So we'll see about that. The whole name of the game on this one here is to go as cheap as possible. One headlight does work, so that's one other thing that is going for it. And that's pretty much it. It doesn't really have much else going for it. I was able to top up the oil in the transaxle. Transaxle is good. So this machine would be good as a bush hog machine. Basically something you don't care about. Drive it through the bush and who cares if it gets scratched, dented, beat up. It also does have one semi-serious, possibly serious issue with the front steering. You can see the whole front end is moving. The center bushing is gone. I gotta take that apart and figure out if I can fix that or not. That's pretty much going to be the determination if this machine will be somewhat put back together to make it usable, or if it's just going to be sold as a parts machine. Other than that, that's pretty much it. The deck appears to be solid. These decks don't normally rot out. They are normally in halfway decent shape. I believe this is probably a 42 inch, maybe a 44, but it's definitely not bigger than that. It's only a 2-blade deck as far as I know. And that's pretty much it for this machine right here. So yes, we'll get to it sooner rather than later. Get a couple things done on it, because I don't really want to keep this around for too long. If I do part it out, I'll part it out. This engine will probably go in my Noma. And that's pretty much it. So I'll talk to them later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.